lesson is that there will always be good versus evil, and there are always going to be power-hungry, mean, bad people around. But keep your head up and follow yourself and your heart to be the best person you can be. And I learned that lesson back in the 80s, actually, when I read The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. And I only read the first book because the books are so long. They're 800 pages. And there's actually 14 books. The last few were finished by Brandon Sanderson because Robert Jordan passed away before he could finish them, but he had the outlines and notes ready. So The Wheel of Time, it is a complex book, and then it has world building, it has a lot of political, different sects that man versus women, and who has the power of magic. So in The Wheel of Time, women actually possess the magic. Men at one time did, but now the men that do have magic go mad. So actually the Aes Sedai, which is kind of the overall political group for the women who are magical, they actually hunt down men and kill them because they think the power should belong to women. But the premise is basically the Wheel of Time. It is a circle, so that time never ends, and that basically the thread holding together the Wheel of Time are us as the men and women. But there's evil, and the evil could destroy all of us. So there is a Dragon Reborn, which is what they call the young person that can defeat the evil and make sure the Wheel of Time keeps turning. And so at the time of the book, although it does give a lot of the backstory into how the first dragon occurred and defeated the evil one, it actually starts with Morraine, who is the lead female warrior. She is trying to find the 4 individuals that could possibly be the Dragon Reborn. And so she goes to it's called Two Rivers because it's a place where 2 rivers intersect. And it's kind of a society that shut itself off to protect itself. And there are 4 individuals there who are they're 20 years old. They fit the prophecy of the correct age for the Dragon Reborn. And so these 4 individuals, Morraine gets to them before the dark evil one. They call him the Silas, I think. And so Morraine helps them escape. And the 4 individuals, Rand and Egwene and Perrin and Matt, they have all been lifelong friends, and it's a great friendship, but also with some competitive nature. And let's just say there are a few, Perrin especially, who is kind of a pain in their butt. They're having to always help get him out of trouble. And there's kind of friends to lovers going on with Rand and Egwene, who of course were besties when they were young, but now of course there's a spark there. So I haven't given away any spoilers yet. That's basically the first part of the book that introduces you to these characters trying to get to the White Tower, so they can figure out which one of them is the Dragon Reborn. And the book does an amazing way of setting that up so that you're on the edge of your seat waiting to figure out which of the 4 is the Dragon Reborn. And all of them have gifts in and of themselves, but it's really interesting to see which of those gifts actually makes that person the Dragon Reborn. So it's definitely a massive book, great for fantasy lovers. If you know, so those that like Game of Thrones will like the political nature of this book, and also just the different political fights going on for power. But it's definitely more PG-13. There is a couple of sex scenes, but I would call them more closed-door sex scenes, kind of leave it to the imagination. But so it's definitely teens and adults both will love it. And hopefully you're a better series reader than me and just stick with the series and read more than the first book. And I think I might go back and try and read the others, mostly because the show really got me interested in what happens after the first book. So I'm definitely re-intrigued and wanting to learn more. So